Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 3 versus 3 on Pegasus Bridge, and in this one I'm going to be playing with the Festung Gross Palace. Today on my team I have Mystical Walrus and Mifayu, who are playing the 1st SS and the 2nd Panzer, and on the opposing side we have Boner Rage, Jackal and Bai with the 7th Armoured, Demi Brigade, and 3rd Armoured. So a lot of very decent divisions in this game, especially like 1st SS, 2nd Panzer, 7th Armoured, Demi Brigade. All very good. Also the Festung's pretty damn good as well. But we'll see what we can do today. Apologies about my camera flying all over the place. My scroll wheel is a bit messed up at the moment, and I'm going to hopefully get a new mouse soon. But we'll have to bear with it for the time being. Let's make sure my Viverons are heading to the locations that I would like them to. I'm going to move these over to the left side, as I realise it is rather silly to deploy them on that road. I think Mystical might be deploying his troops into the left side of the town here as well, so we may be getting quite a bit of assistance from him. I'll send up Viverons that way anyway. I'm going to bring up a couple of Landerschutzen, and I'm also going to bring up a B2 for this right side. The B2 can do quite a lot at the 1000 meter range, both pin down infantry and also take out like AT if I have to. I'm going to bring in a couple of IGs. I'm going to unload one there. And I'll probably have one come over to the left side. We'll have a Panzer 1 go in with the infantry. I'm going to need a Feldgendarmerie to go in with them, so we'll do that as well. Have the Landerschutzen accompany the Viverons. I might bring in a pack 40, but maybe not right at the start. Just going to bring in a couple more Landerschutzen here, and they can move up into the town. I'll bring in a couple of recon squads to go with me. That is fine. Now on the first tick I'll probably bring in my Puma, but for now I think that's okay. I should have had one of those Aufklärer on the right side, but I was in a bit of a rush because the counter was going down. So the Festung, another division that was requested to play, which is why I'm playing it today. It's not really built as well as I would like it. I think I need the longer range artillery in phase A rather than these mortars, or even both, to be honest, because the mortars are very important for smoke, but you also want to have that long range HE capability so you can counter battery. The B2 and the B1 might be just enough to help us break through early on. Large push by Mystical might actually catch out the players on the right side. It really does depend like how many troops were deployed sort of in the center for the opposing team. If we can keep going, then I will. Although we're likely to bump into enemy forces, yeah, sooner than later. Maybe a bit ambitious there. Alright, let's get the Feldgendarmerie in position. We'll make those guys fall back. Okay, wonderful. Let's move forwards with the B2. The B1's going to be in position as well. We've got these guys that need to unload. We can also move forwards the Aufklärer here. We've got the Viverons on this side. Let's move them to the left to assist the Volksdeutsch. Actually, let's bring them into the town with my other units here. That is absolutely fine. Now, since there's a lot of sort of Stuarts and half-tracks and stuff, I'm very tempted to start to like bring in like a bunch of Panzer 39s, so I'm going to do that along with a few more Landerschutzen. And we're going to be engaging Desert Rats here with the Landerschutzen. That is fine. Got IG-18 giving us a bit of a crossfire, which is good. And in those chaps down, that's nice. Try and get that grenade on target if I can. Never mind, we just surrender both of those. Works out much better. Let's continue the push through here. I'm going to bring the VulcanHDGaming with my Alpha through. And there goes the Stuart Remy. Nice. My VulcanHDGaming managing to save the day just a little there. So this is a strong push we got going into the town. Thanks to Mystical helping me out. It looks like Bai kind of like deployed in the center, which isn't always the best idea. You're best off just kind of committing to one side or the other. We're finding the mortar there, so that's going to get taken out. And honestly, 7th Armoured's getting chewed up. I haven't seen a single Stuart yet, so I don't know where those are. Because they are generally some of the strongest units, or the strongest unit, that the 7th Armoured has in Phase A. The Recon Stuarts is what I'm talking about. Doing a nice amount of damage actually to the motorized rifles there as they're trying to cross the road. When they get into cover, they will sort of do quite a lot of damage to us as well, but since we already nearly pinned them down, that's pretty much job done. Shame my lander shoots and died to the desert rats there, but I think there's a little bit of lag involved. Here comes the train of Panzer 39s. Okay, some more lander shoots and please, and I think I might invest in that Pack 40. If we can get it into the town here and sort of set it up so it's firing down that road, that would be great. Nice kill there from the Puma. Did that kill off the Stuart? That was actually a Cromwell. Okay, well the Cromwell's now dead. We've got our Panzer 39s coming in, doing as much damage as they can, hopefully. That desert rat might end up killing my Panzer 39. Never mind. The IG managed to get a shot through onto the desert rats? That was quite something. Wow. Okay, let's have the Bevelongs push across here. I'll have the lander shoots and take their place. These Bevelongs can push up aggressively as well. Yeah, so we're in a really good position. The B2 is going to be able to rip apart the motorized rifles there. We can start to just attack through here. We can get the AT onto the M3 half track. We can pin down the rifles and probably surrender them. I guess it depends if we can kill off the half track that's covering them. Okay, well we pinned it down, that'll do. That's really good. Again, we're making more progress. Let's have the Panzer 39s continue to push aggressively. And I guess I'll just move this Pack 40 into position there. Unload this lander shoots in. Pack 40 is probably going to be force unloaded. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Not even firing it. And the motorized rifle leader. Have the Panther 39s push forwards with the B2. As soon as the Pack 40 comes through here, you can have it kill the Crusader AA. It's getting annihilated. Didn't actually mean to zoom in there, but it gave us a chance to see it get wrecked. Okay, let's continue forwards. We've got this right side pretty much pinned down. Bring in another unit of command. Should have already had the second unit of command in on this left side, but Mystical has provided that for the most part. Let's continue forwards there with the Panzer 39. I don't want the Stag Hound to like engage that. The other thing that I could do at this point is maybe just bring in a bomber. Yeah, if I bring in the bomber and just bomb this right side, we could probably just push through very aggressively. With something like the Panzer 35. Just push up the road like so. And there is a couple of fighters in the skies, but they're not on this side, so we might be okay. Yeah, the Tempest's going to shoot that down for sure. And that was my bad. I should have really checked if there were any fighters in the sky before I did that. Let's bring in a couple of mortars. Back 40 taking its sweet time to get the shot off. Does manage to hit the mark. Nice, we can get the shot onto the Abbot Chantry as well. This is exactly why I wanted the back 40 here. I guess I could have put it like further back. That was a direct hit. I think it might actually end up killing my back 40. That would suck. The Bay has surrendered. Not sure why. I think he is the least touched out of everyone. Have that fall back. We'll have the Panzer 39 and the B2 push aggressively. We're now into phase B. Time to bring in some bigger guns. We can get like the 2-star Stug or the Panzer IV. I'm probably going to bring in both when I can afford it. For now we'll just bring in a couple of ROA just to sort of make the ground. And let's have these Landesschützen start pushing up more aggressively. Puma there. Good job indeed. Oh, that missed. So my Panzer 39 gets the kill onto the Stag Hound. Beautiful. It was quite a high sort of chance it would miss because it was already stressed. So we managed to take advantage. We just moved into phase B. So yeah, we need to make sure that this next tick does go towards that Stug I mentioned and the Panzer IV, especially since we're sort of breaking out into open ground. The Stugs are a lot more effective than the Panzer IV. If we were still in the town, then I'd probably go for the Panzer IV. Yeah, my Landesschützen are still managing to push up nicely. I'm going to want to make sure that my command does keep up. Then with my recon. Gonna unload my mortar. Hopefully get a few rounds onto the motorized rifles there. Have this mortar move up further as well. Nice. Anti-air is actually a very good idea, so I'm glad Mystical's one step ahead. Bring in some AA of our own. Make this a solid no-fly zone. I'm going to push this Panzer 40 over to the right side. At least so far as I can shoot this M5. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this too close. I might just have to unload them early. Keep hitting the M5 with the IG. It will eventually fall back. The Panzer 40's got the job done anyway. My Stug's probably nearly here, so yeah, I'm just going to use that to clean up these Cromwells. The Cromwells will struggle to penetrate the front armour of the Stug 3G, so I can try and rely on that.
Artillerie zu Diensten. Absitzen, sofort. Die Artillerie wird dort in Stellung gebracht. Weihnachten ist der Krieg vorbei. Wir sind bereit, Herr Kommandant.
I guess I could move the Pak 40 forwards aggressively. If they're already engaging the Stug, then it's very likely that the Pak 40 will be free to get into line of sight. Oh, look at that one-shot kill. Beautiful. That's what a 3-star Stug is all about. And against Cromwells it's even better because you have the 14 AP versus 7 front armor. So that means if you do hit, you're very likely to penetrate. Let's continue around the corner here. I need to keep moving forwards aggressively with these tanks. Oh, did my Panzer 39 just one-shot bail out the Cromwell 6? I think it did. Anyway, my Stug 3 should get the job done soon, with any luck. Here we go. It looks like the 6-pounder found itself pinned down. And there is a Piat there. I wasn't trying to get too close to this right side with the Landerschützen. Make sure that my Feldgendarmerie continue to move up. Desert Rats, I think, dropped some smoke for the Cromwell. I'll be very careful of that AT gun that was hanging about. Or we can hit the auto car, that's fine. Driver wound. Good start. Let's get behind this orchard. And we'll start firing at the Cromwell. The orchard should break the line of sight between us and that 6-pounder, allowing us to shoot at other stuff in the meantime. Let's just have the Panzer 39 fire at the AT gun if it can. Like the AA is doing its job. Nice. Controlling on the right side. Panzer 39 sacrificed itself. Bring in the Hummel, just in case there's any more AT guns that we need to go up against, which there undoubtedly will be. But for now, we're all good. That's an Achilles down even. Maybe push on to the auto car M3 here. Alright, here comes that bomber. Is that going to hit my Stug? Yes, it is. Could lose the Stug because of that. Which would suck. Especially if it starts retreating like it is. That's so weird. Why is it retreating like that? Okay, well, Mystical's there to save the day. It's all good. Let's go for a couple of JU 188s. Because I don't really have much to buy at this point in the game. Especially considering we are at a +3 and the game will finish in 3 minutes. Yes, there was a Panzer IV hiding there, the Pack 36, or the Flak 36. What a decisive game this has been, though. I feel like if I can cover that bridge, we basically win. So that's what I'm going to try and do. That's a driver wound onto the M3. Make sure the M3 gun dies, because that 6-pounder will side-shot us otherwise. Yeah, let's make sure the 6-pounder's dead then. Gotta be careful of that AT gun. Move to the right. Destroy stuff on the bridge. Kill it. Nice. Far away. Pressing all the way to the river. Push him back. Push him back, lads. Get the Panzer IV in there as well. May as well keep moving forwards the IG. Oh, Stug 3 does get hit by the Mosquito with rockets. Not often I've seen those. Wow. Bring in the Storch. We'll bring in both of these D520s as well. And I guess I'll just like hit this M5 gun. And I'll hit all of those half tracks. Oh, we're just zooming in at the wrong moment there. Let's have that evac. We can have that evac. That is fine. And unfortunately, that is the end of the game. 21 minutes, 8 seconds. Pretty simple one. 1,723 kills to 595 losses. Mystical did well as well with exactly the same kills. 1,723 kills, but instead just 730 losses. Mifiu had a bit of a harder time on the left side against Jackal, who put up a good fight with the Demi Brigade SAS. So yeah, the double push on the right side seemed to work out quite well. And we seemed to crush the 7th Armoured. We didn't see a single recon Stuart, so that was probably why we managed to break through so convincingly. And then after that, it was half of the enemy was just... half of the enemy was AI, is what I meant to say. But yeah, look at this Stug. Stug's like so good against Cromwells, because the Cromwells have 11 AP versus your 10 armor, and you have 14 AP versus their 7 armor, so you have like a huge advantage in those engagements. So the fact that Boner Rage was trying to focus on those was not ideal. But anyway, interesting sort of look at the Festung. Not too much else to say though. That's all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.